Okay, one of you asked an interesting question about our Synchro spring project. Namely, what about impact testing the spring? In other words, we've demonstrated that the spring can take a pliers twist, but what about impact? And this makes some sense to me because when I took some metallurgy classes, I remember testing all the samples using a Sharpie impact tester. So I'm going to try some rudimentary impact testing. I don't know how conclusive or scientifically valid this will be, but let's try it anyway. So on the left is one of the polished and ground springs that we took out of another rebuilder's box. You can hopefully see some of the polishing here. I don't know if the camera is going to show it, but you can sort of perceive it anyway. I think just from the color and the shape. So I'm just, for lack of anything better to do, I'm going to whack it with a ball peen hammer and see what happens. So for whatever that's worth, that seems fine. I'm going to hit it with a body hammer and see what happens. Okay, for whatever that's worth. And let's try a chisel right at the stress riser and see what happens. Okay, that was exciting. It broke. So let's try the same with this spring. This spring has obviously already been tested with our pliers test in the vise. This is one of the improved springs, but obviously it's already suffered some additional stress and strain at the hands of the pliers. So let's just see what happens. Alright, so that's the ball peen hammer. Let's try this sort of squared off body hammer. Alright, for whatever that's worth. And let's try the chisel right at the stress riser. So we got one hit out of that anyway. There is a definite notch right there, though. I suspect it'll break on this hit. And it did. So I don't know how scientific that is, but if you're into this kind of thing, that was sort of exciting.